So I am stealing an idea from one of the people I watch here on BookTube, and that is Alex Black. I'll put a link to her channel in the description. Recently she did a video where she talked about her top 5 writing books. And I too will now talk about my top 5 writing books because I write and shit. So, to start us off, somewhere small and easy, it is Ray Bradbury, Zen and the Art of Writing. So, I'm not a big Ray Bradbury fan. He's wrote some stuff I like, some stuff I didn't like, and is all old. Most of it's held up well. Now, this book is not really a book for me, per se, but it is actually really good. And it talks more about turning life events into science fiction, which is interesting. And he wrote a lot of short stories, and even his novels aren't especially long. He didn't write very many series stuff, I don't think. So most of it is really about life becoming art. And I really like that. It's really about just kind of finding a balance. And I like the books where it's actually written by an author, not really about writing, but more about the life of an author, which is what this really is. So that is Ray Bradbury, Zen and the Art of Writing. It's really good. Next, we have one that is kind of my go-to book when I have like writer's block, and that is The Art of War for Writers by James Scott Bell. It is more like a workbook than anything else, and I really enjoy it. I think it's something a lot of people, especially when they're starting, like make that decision, I want to write a book, and they don't really know where or how to begin. I think this is a good step-by-step guide to writing your first book. And I've used it. I don't really use it much anymore, but I do keep it around because sometimes you pick it up when you're a little low. And like, yeah, I need to get my shit back together. Then we're going to come to one of my favorites, which is Reflections on the Magic of Writing by Diana Wynne Jones. And this is a lot like Zen and the Art of Writing. This is more about the author than actually writing. This is a collection of essays written by Diana Wynne Jones, who is the author of Howl's Moving Castle, which a lot of people know. It is really amazing. She talks about a wide variety of things, about about obligations as a writer, especially when writing for young people, about just having bad luck. She talks about having a traveling curse. She talks just about a lot of stuff. She talks about lectures she sat in on with J.R.R. Tolkien, I think. But it's just really amazing. Maybe it was C.S. Lewis that she sat in on lectures with. I can't remember at the moment. But she talks about them in here too. And it's just another book about a writer talking about writing, but mostly talking about themselves. And I really enjoyed that. I really enjoyed this book. I'll pick it up. There's a few places where bookmarked. What is bookmarked in here? Right here. Right here, I have bookmarked. Where is the beginning of this chapter? It's just like some hints on writing. Like, does she plan it? How she begins it? That kind of stuff. And it's really interesting. So, Diana Wynne Jones' Reflections on the Magic of Writing with a foreword by Neil Gaiman. Because I believe this came out after she passed away. Then there's one that you probably see a lot of, and that's going to be the 100 Habits of Highly Successful Novelists. Insider secret from top writers. A lot of this is actually common sense. Nothing in here is like, oh, I didn't even think about that. But it's really good when things are put in perspective and you get some actual like quotes about it from successful writers. But it's one just to keep around, pick up, look through. I think a lot of these, except for the two, are like really good for beginning writers. Most writing books are made for beginning writers, or when you have a specific problem. The very last is a new book that's making it onto my list, but I haven't finished it, and that is Wonder Book, The Illustrated Guide to Creating Imaginary Fiction by Jeff Vandermeer. And, first of all, the art in this stuff is really cool. I mean, it varies quite a bit. I'm trying to look for something that sticks out. There's stuff like this in there, and it's really amazing. And it just covers pretty much any question you have. Any question you want to ask, it's pretty much found in this book. so far, I haven't come across something where, like, I wonder how other people do that. But it's really great. And I haven't made it through, but it's on my list already because I more or less hop around in that book. Like, oh, I wonder what they have to say about this. I'll find that section, and then I'll read it. The world-building one was really interesting. And fairly short. But it talks, like, a lot about what, like, Brandon Sanderson talks about how you need to focus on what characters are going to see, more than just the world in general. You have to more or less give an illusion to the world being large, because you don't want to be J.R.R. Tolkien and spend 20 years creating a world to write a few books in. You just don't want that. So, I think that's actually going to be it. I know, very short book, very short video, not book, I don't know. I work a lot now, and my hours change all the time. So, that's it. I'm trying to make more videos now. I have an idea. I think I'm going to try to create 12 tag videos for the 12 days of Christmas, and then work in some of the tags that I've already done, and then do like a little Between the Books and Me Tagmas type thing. But I'll figure that out soon enough. I mean, it's only the 3rd. God, it's only the 3rd. Christmas is 22 days away. Okay, I will see you guys all later. You guys have a great day.